What's going on, Out to Pro Nation?
Let's
Week 7
go.
is in the books, and how I wish the Niners had another bye week. But you know what? Oh man, that was ugly. The weather was ugly. The play style was ugly. It reminded me of 2019 when the Niners played against the Redskins, which were called the Redskins at the time, the Mud Bowl. But oh, that was disgusting. I had a couple of homies over. Vince was one of them. We watched the game together. I think he's my bad luck charm. Never again will you ever be invited to my place, Vincent. Never
That's
again.
true, man. Every time I've gone, there's been a game of they've lost.
Yeah, that's very true. And you know what? I returned the favor. The last time we watched the Seattle game, they lost in overtime against the Steelers.
Sadly, we just gotta watch a game when it's a division rivalry against us. See who breaks the tie.
I don't know. I think we might cause a black hole. So we don't know. I'm going to drive to your place tonight to watch the Seattle game.
Oh, great! I'm gonna lock you up.
Well, we don't know the rules. I could be in the parking lot. It could still work. We don't know yet.
Who knows, man? We gotta go to Reed's games too.
Oh yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week Reed's coming down. He's going to be visiting. We're going to ruin his whole experience for him. So.
Packers will have already played.
That's true. Packers are playing Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But are they going to be missing a few key pieces?
Maybe not. We have Tuesday and Wednesday to get negative tests, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Yes. For those of y'all who do not know, Davante Adams just tested positive for the COVID. And so now he's been placed on the COVID reserve list. So has the defensive coordinator for the Packers, as if their defense wasn't hurting enough.
Oof. Big oofs.
Yeah. Sucks. We'll see what happens. There's a chance that MVS, Marquise Valdez-Scantling, will come back, so that'll help us out in the wide receiver game. It's not guaranteed that he'll come back yet. We'll have to see. But here's a good stat for us. I'm not saying the trend is gonna continue, but the last 6 games that Davante has missed, we've won every single one of them. But it's only happened because key players have stepped up to the plate. Aaron Jones either having a terrific game, Alan Lazard having 100-plus yard game with touchdowns, or Tanyan with 3 touchdowns. We need somebody on our offense to step up and be that Davante Adams for us. We'll have to see if it happens against this Cardinals defense and this insane offense. But I mean, we're not out of the running yet.
Yeah, that's true. And, don't mistake these Cardinals defense. I think they are the number 1 ranked defense in the league right now, number 8 team in the league as well, which I might not 100% agree, but they are definitely top 2 for sure. But their defense is no joke. And, you look at it, you see the Packers going up against the Cardinals, automatically you think, oh, Aaron Rodgers is going to tear up that defense, especially with Mr. Magnet for hands, Davante Adams. But now he is possibly ruled out for the game. That should be very concerning, because that guy, I mean, he has that connection with Aaron Rodgers where he could just it is a beautiful connection, but I can really see them hurting offensively without that key player.
Oh, for sure. As I said, if someone doesn't step up, it's going to look really, really bad. Aaron Rodgers can do as much as he can, but if nobody's open, if the line isn't blocking, then we can't do anything.
Hey, Reed.
Yes.
Since you said someone has to step up, let's say Marquise Valdez-Scantling comes back. Who do you think is that guy who takes the spot of Davante Adams if he is COVID positive?
I don't think MVS can take that spot. I think he can get a big play or two. But as far as being that go-to guy, play in, play out, I haven't been able to see that out of MVS yet. As far as who I would expect it to be, I would expect either Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, or Aaron Jones to be able to step up to the plate for that game.
Okay, might use that tomorrow in our
Yeah.
little
Fantasy segment.
fantasy. Yeah.
See, I wasn't going
Yes.
to talk too much, but I'm going to have high hopes for Randall Cobb, just because he already has that connection with Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be that go-to guy. He's not going to be
Mhm.
so much of a or too much of a deep threat, but you know what? He's going to be getting the ball a lot, I feel. But we're going to save that for tomorrow. For those of you guys who don't know, we do fantasy talk every Tuesday, so those videos come out. Make sure you tune in. We'll see you guys on the waiver wire. Until then, we are talking Week 7 of the NFL. Now, speaking of the Cardinals, playing up against the Packers this upcoming week for Week 8. The Cardinals did just disabled the Texans this past week. It was a total blowout. It was disgusting. It was horrible. I didn't know why they even allowed that. They should have a mercy rule. But they have Kyler Murray as a runner up, or top of the line for the MVP candidates. How do we feel about that?
I mean, he kind of deserves that recognition right now. He's balling out too. There's probably another 2 or 3 quarterbacks that are on the same caliber as him, and one of those this past week lost horribly to a team that we'll talk about later that AJ loves. But yeah, I mean, Kyler Murray's been doing good. He's has so many pieces on offense, and the defense just helps out a lot. So when they're up big, they can just play around with their offense and learn who's going to be the studs that week.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's playing great. And as far as MVP, whoever has the best record on their quarterback of that team, they are going to get in the MVP consideration no matter what. But as far as who I would want to see that win the MVP, I would say Derrick Henry. I mean, he already just showed he can play quarterback.
That's true.
I mean, that was an ugly. I don't even think he was looking at the receiver. He just he cocked his whole head back and just. I think his shoulder pads were too tight on him, or he didn't have those quarterback shoulder pads. So he just.
Yeah, he heard that only quarterbacks can win MVP, so he's like, "All right, bet."
Hold my beer. Hold my, I got this. That was probably the most accurate pass of week 7. But also Zach Ertz, he caught a touchdown pass from Kyler Murray. First game with the Cardinals, not even a full week, and he's already out there and top of the leaderboards for the Cardinals. And he said that he's not once ever in his career caught a ball and seen so much green ahead of him.
Yeah, bro. It was like a 40, 50-yard touchdown?
I believe it was like 46.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, good for Zach Ertz. I mean, I hate that he's in our division now, but it is what it is. Speaking of QBs, one QB that's not going for the MVP candidate, I want to talk about Sam Darnold. He got benched. Was it the late third or the beginning of the fourth quarter? That was horrible. And the head coach, he did say that it's not because of how he's playing, it's because of how everyone's playing. So he put in the backup to see if he could bring up a spark, I don't think that's how you coach, but then again, that's why I'm here, and that's why they're over there. Maybe they're just not saying things, but he did announce that Sam Darnold is a starting QB for the following week. I mean,
he'll be on my bench. That's all I'm saying. So.
Same.
Wow. They're also saying that the Panthers are also in the talks of trading for Deshaun Watson.
I don't know about that. I mean, you just traded for a guy who you wanted to be your guy. You traded away capital for it. I think you just have to double down on what you got. To just turn and hide after, 6-7 weeks now? That's not, I don't know. I don't think that's good business for them.
I don't think it's good business. It's just a rumor, okay? Nothing has been confirmed that they're in the talks. For sure, the Dolphins have been in the talks with about acquiring Deshaun Watson. They were asking Tua straight up. I mean, how do you feel about these talks? He says he's heard it. He doesn't listen to it. which rightfully he should do so. But just looking at him and the way he was reacting to the press conference, I feel like it does bother him. I feel like it bothers him a lot. I know he had a talk with Dan Marino before the game about the situation, and he just says, "Go out there and play your game. That's all you can do." But just Tua, he has something to prove, definitely, especially if you're going to get if there's a possibility of him getting traded for someone like Deshaun Watson.
True, man. Well, I think Tua's done a great job these past 2 weeks coming back from injured reserve. He's balled out these past 2 weeks. Despite a few interceptions each game, he's playing well, and he's using some of the guys on there that he has, and he might even make them stars. And if Deshaun Watson does come in, then he's going to reap all the benefits, because I don't think if you trade for a guy like that and it goes through, you're not going to start him. So I mean, Miami wins either way. If this fires up Tua, that's amazing for them. If they get Deshaun Watson, it's good for them while it's going to last. Who knows what's going to happen with him and what they'll do.
Yeah, very true, and especially it's very tough to even think that a team would do that when someone has 22 cases on him and is still not on the commissioner's exempt list. So that's a head
Hmm.
scratcher to a lot of people. Um, but if Deshaun Watson were to get traded to a team, that means that he's playing now. He's playing in that system right now because that system has potential to
Hmm.
make a run. Because next year, there's is probably not going to happen for him. I don't see this whole cases and this whole situation lingering that long to allow him to play the following year.
I'd have to agree, honestly. Yeah. I mean, we don't know how much of it is true, but the overwhelming amount that he has against him is, I mean, it's kind of scary for him. I'm pretty sure this guy's still scared. He hasn't played a down in the NFL this year. Uh, who knows, man? I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. It's too touchy, honestly, right now.
Yeah.
It really is. Like you said, Vince, you don't know what type of QB you're getting because the last we saw him, he was freaking awesome. He was phenomenal, MVP candidate. So good. And then all of a sudden, to the following year, you can see a flip, a total switch where
Hmm.
you have maybe tied for the most interceptions in the league. Someone like, help me out here. Who am I thinking of, guys? Who am I thinking of? I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes, guys. I was giving y'all hints. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Jeez, yes, I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes. MVP candidate from the past 2 years. He went to the Super Bowl for the past 2 years. Coming out to this year, he doesn't look like a Patrick Mahomes, not the one that we know and talk about. He
Hmm.
looks like he looks like a rookie QB out there, and I say that because he has 9 interceptions, not turnovers. He has more turnovers. He has 9 interceptions. That's tied for the most. That's tied with Zach Wilson. Come on,
What
man.
what company, man? What company?
Yep.
Honestly, what's the excuse for the Chiefs here?
Their luck has finally run out.
That's exactly what I said this past weekend, man. After I saw that game and I was showing y'all that nasty hit that he got, I swear I thought the guy was deceased after that hit. But and I'll say it as many times as I can, but it was a crazy hit. But he just not has been performing at all. I mean, he'll have a bunch of yards because he's got so much talent on that team, but for some reason that talent just like disappears for almost 3 quarters out of the game. I believe the score was, where is it, 3-27 against the Titans, and that's because the Titans weren't even running the ball that much. They were actually throwing against that weak defense. I mean, we've already talked about that, but you would expect Mahomes to pass against the Titans defense. They haven't really been known to stop the pass and the run, but they completely stopped them in their tracks at any facet of the game.
Yeah, something's just not connecting there. Not dissing on the Titans. The Titans did phenomenal. AJ Brown is back, man. He is back. Tannehill is airing out that ball. I mean, if you would have told Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs that in the first half of the game, Derrick Henry is only going to rush 5 times for less than 50 yards, shoot, man, they would have been celebrating right then and there. But heck no, they won through the air. They won
Hmm.
through the air. So, kudos to the Titans. Are we taking them serious again?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they serial?
As long as Derrick Henry is running that ball, they're serious.
Really? So you think it's just because of Derrick Henry?
And there's good players on that team, no doubt, other than Derrick Henry. Not
Right.
saying, not discrediting them, but as long as Derrick Henry's pushing that
That train.
that train forward, they're going to be in the Super Bowl contenders.
Well, Juan has to disagree with you. He
Okay.
says no. He does not think the Titans are that team yet. I don't know. I feel like they're just real inconsistent. When they are on, they are a Super Bowl winning team.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're off, I mean, they're totally off. I mean, just remember that game with the Jets. I know that was like what 2 weeks ago, but you can't forget about it because that was just a poor performance, that was done by a poor offense. I don't know. Give it a couple more weeks. I think the Titans are finally finding their rhythm again. They're getting connected. They're finding that chemistry within each other, and they're not just totally relying on Derrick Henry anymore. I mean, they got Ryan Tannehill. What he can do, he's not the greatest QB out there, but he could do a lot. He could do enough to get you those wins. So I think they're finally finding their rhythm going on. And thank you so much, Juan, for being here. Appreciate you. Haven't seen you in a while, man. But just so you know, and for the other viewers to know, we are doing a huge giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube, go over there, smack that subscribe button, share it with your friends because you're going to have a really good chance and winning this giveaway. I mean, this is a huge giveaway, one of a kind, has to do with sports. Yeah, hit that YouTube, what Vince is doing, hit that subscribe button, share it. Once we hit 100, we're announcing a huge giveaway. Okay, and there's actually more to announce there too. But thank you so much for being here. Titans, I feel like they're finding the rhythm. I think they're becoming the real deal. Chiefs, they just have not found anything that's going right for them. Patrick Mahomes, he did pass concussion protocol, so he will be playing. But he needs to figure something out. I mean, there's no excuse for that team. Absolutely no excuse. Last week, I think it was last week and 2 weeks ago, I asked you all the question. I was like, okay, so are the uh,
What?
Israel is calling out Reed. Israel's back. That's freaking
Um,
awesome. 2K Totas, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you're subscribed because we're doing a huge giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. So talk that trash to Reed. He deserves it. He's full of cheese.
for what? For what?
Because you're full of cheese. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, you guys said that the Chiefs are done. And deep down inside, I said, nah, there's no way they're done. They're too talented. There's too much there that they have for them to be out. I think you guys are right.
I don't think they're completely out yet. As far as being like the top team in the AFC, I don't see that anymore though.
Yeah, they're a long way from being that right now. They have quite a bit of time. I mean, there's 17 games now instead of 16. They're sitting at what, 3-4?
Yes.
Can't remember. I think it's 3-4, but it's not a record that you think that they would have at this point in the season. But they have to do a lot to get back to squeezing into the playoffs this year because their division is tough at this point. I think they're still last in the division, if not the third.
Yeah, now they're playing catch up. So in the beginning, when they were the hunted, they got hunted real quick. Yeah.
The third?
Yeah, they're third.
The third. Who's last? This is
the Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah,
they got
they're
the same
both
record,
three.
though.
Yeah, they have the same record, but yeah, I don't know why they're ranked ahead. They're both 0-1 in their division.
The Broncos, though, man, are real disappointing. They start off real hot. They can't find a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they get challenged, they fold.
That's pretty much how it was, man. Them and the Panthers. I know we're about to talk about. Have we talked about the Panthers?
We talked about Sam Darnold already, yeah.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, it's expected. You see some teams go on a little win streak here and there, but it shows who the real teams are when they can keep it going. And right now, I'd have to say one of the teams that everybody kind of discounted week 1 was the Packers, and now they're showing them that they are an actual team.
Okay, we'll talk about what's on the screen. Yes,
Yeah,
the Cowboys, they're great. We've already been over this. I don't know if you've been watching our recent episodes. I retracted my statement from early in the preseason when I was saying the Cowboys aren't going to be good. I was wrong. All right, I was wrong.
How
You guys are a
about
good
them
team.
Cowboys, man? Hey, come on, we gotta give a
Gosh.
better attitude here. He's taking his time out of his day to watch us talk,
Yeah,
trash,
yeah,
crap, whatever
yeah.
about NFL.
I
How about them
appreciate
Cowboys,
him.
dude? I
I
was wrong
appreciate
too.
him.
I was wrong
Yep,
too. I had
we're
high
all three of
hopes.
us are wrong. All three of us
Yeah,
are wrong.
I had high hopes on the Washington football team, and they
Yeah,
decided not to show up defensively. And Ryan Fitzmagic, he gets hurt too. I
yep.
mean, excuses are excuses, but yeah, everyone was wrong about Washington. Yes, yes, we know you guys are right. Hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cowboys are playing phenomenal. They are doing amazing. I know they had a bye week, so I know we're talking about week 7, but since you guys are here and we attend to our fans here, we just talk about a little bit about the Cowboys, man. Okay, they look great. Zeke looks great. Pollard looks great. Dak Prescott, awesome. Their defense is surprising me. I thought they were going to be
Yep.
hurting defensively. They've been struggling through a few injuries, but man, oh man, do they perform when the lights are on. I'm very pleased to see how they are performing just because I like football, not necessarily because I like the Cowboys, but they show good. They show a good team, and old school football. I like it. I like it a lot. You know.
Yeah, man, I'd agree. It's cool to see the Dallas defense finally picking up. I think the last time they had a good defense was, shoot, almost like 5 to 8 years ago. But now the defense is back, and that's what's really helping them because, I mean, their offense does score quite a bit, but sometimes they are in some games that are a little too close for comfort. And that defense really does step up, and that's what's winning them these games. Don't get me wrong, Zeke and Dak, sometimes CD Lamb, and sometimes what's his name? You have him on fantasy, AJ. Sometimes he's there,
Amari
sometimes he's
Cooper.
not. Amari Cooper. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. But I mean, that offense just has a lot of weapons. I mean, their tight end group is really good. Running back group is really good, so that's definitely going good for them. But yeah, we were wrong about the Washington Red football team now. But I mean, Cowboys. We'll see. We'll see, man.
Man, these guys are high on life right now.
Yeah, they
They
are,
are
man.
high on
And
life. Hey, that's awesome.
I think once quarterbacks figure out that you can't just throw it up against Diggs, that the Cowboys will no longer get those crazy turnovers anymore, and that's going to hurt them.
Well, it's taken them 6 weeks.
Oh, I think any good quarterback will know, hey, don't throw it against that guy, a 50-50 ball, because he's going to catch it.
I don't think that's going to stop the Cowboys from winning.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
I think it's going to eliminate one side, which is going to give the Cowboys a bigger advantage. The only thing that can really hurt the Cowboys if something happens to Dak Prescott, hopefully nothing does. But the last game they played, he did hop off the field, very rarely, a little limp there because his calf was bothering him. He seems to be okay, but as long as he can stay healthy, I think you guys are going to have a great season and potentially a good postseason.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, only time will tell. There's 10 more weeks after this week ends, or actually 11 more weeks. But it's a long season, man. Long season. A lot can happen.
The
So
season's still young. It's still young. Oh, okay. What else?
let's see. What other games?
What else did we talk about? Well, I mean, the whole Cowboys thing caught me off rhythm here.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
the Packers game.
Let's talk about the Jets. Let's talk about Zach
Jets.
Wilson here. So the Jets, they get totally demolished by the Patriots.
54 points.
Yes, what was it? 54 to
13.
54 to 13. That was a super high scoring game. It was a battle of the rookies. One rookie is just playing phenomenal all year long, and that's Mac Jones. Another rookie that's just been getting hit all year long. That's Zach Wilson. It got to him, guys. It got to him. He has been diagnosed with a sprained PCL. A sprained PCL, and is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks with no Zach Wilson. So the Jets, you guys are going to be struggling for a little bit, but Robert Saleh did come up, the head coach for the Jets, and said this is not a bad thing. This is a good way for Zach Wilson to sit on the sideline and observe and actually learn the play calling. That kind of sounds like something he should have been doing in the first place. But, for you Jets fans out there, what's up?
I saw some news before this
Okay.
that there's talks about a trade for the Jets are going to make. I forget his name. He used to play for the Ravens. I can't remember his name right now.
Robert
Quarterback.
Griffin III.
Offense.
What?
Robert Griffin III.
No, not him.
Defense or
He,
offense?
offense, quarterback.
Used to play Joe
He beat the
Flacco.
Niners. Yes, Joe Flacco. There we go.
Oh, you had to bring that up, dude. Are you serious right
Yes,
now?
yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
There you go.
But
Thank
even
you, Juan.
Juan
Thank you,
knows.
Juan.
I
I couldn't
said it
remember
first.
his name.
I said it first.
Yeah,
I said
there's
it first.
talks about them trading for Flacco, so that might be their substitute until Wilson gets healthy again.
Hey, maybe Robert Sala reaches out, but hey, Shanahan, do me a solid. I need Jimmy here. You know,
Ooh. You trying to get rid of him?
I'm trying to get the most for him. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because after this year, his season, I mean, his contract is up. You know, I want to get the most out of him. And right
Okay.
now, the way he's playing, we're not going to get squat. Okay, he played horrible yesterday. I guess now we were talking about, let's talk a little bit about the Niners, whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
You could blame it. I'm gonna do this press conference now.
Okay.
All right, someone
Sure.
take pictures. Someone take pictures. Ask me questions.
How was the quarterback play of your team?
It was defense. It was offense. We made a couple good decisions, a couple bad decisions. It was raining. Blocking was good. Just gotta find the open man sometimes. It was raining real bad.
What do you, sir? What do you think about Elijah Mitchell and how he performed?
Oh man, that guy's great. It was a rookie. Got him in the 6th round. Louisiana Rage Cajun, small guy, and a lot of heart. With a troubled, riddled team with injuries, he stepped up to the plate, and yeah, he did well out there. Is that it? Yeah. All right. Okay. So honestly, guys, you could blame it on anything. You could blame it on the weather. It was horrible. It was raining throughout the whole game. Carson Wentz was throwing passes, so there's no excuses. Jimmy G was wearing double gloving. He was double gloving the dang thing, and I was like, "What are you doing, man?" But you know what? At the end of the day, I think it was just bad decisions, not just on the QB. There is some bad decisions from Kyle Shanahan. He was second guessing himself. Bad decisions from the defensive coordinator, not turning the corners' backs on 3rd down. Causing all those pass interference. It was just bad decisions at the end of the game. First quarter, we looked like we're just going to blow them out. We played amazing defensively, offensively as well, and then we just lost it. We lost our rhythm, and we couldn't get back into it. So.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it happens like that. It was a good game though, overall. I mean, kind of went down to until like the beginning of the 4th quarter, and Colts got some lucky breaks, another pass interference call, and it was easy going from there.
A lot of those.
A lot of those. You did okay. Just for stats, so we could stat that. I hate that, by the way. The Niners gave up 122 yards on pass interference calls.
Jeez.
7 calls, 122 yards. How do you win a game like that?
You don't.
You don't. I'm sorry. I'm getting too into it right now. But yeah, that was just insane. Kyle Shanahan was asked the question, so is Jimmy G going to be your starter for next week? And he says, well, I suppose so. That doesn't sound very positive.
Nope.
Depending on Trey Lance, if he's healthy or not. I think it would be awesome to see a Trey Lance against Justin Fields because they do play the Bears next. I think that would be a great game to watch.
Yeah, you should win.
Halloween Day. We should have won against the Colts, but look how that happened.
I think the Colts are a much better team than the Bears.
Oh, I think so too. I also do. But as far as the Niners are supposed to carry themselves, as far as I carry the Niners, I expected them to beat the Colts. And
for sure.
but yeah, you never know. You never know. That's what the NFL is all about, right? Here we go again. It was life has been good. Cowboys 5-1 and 5-2 in fantasy. Hey, that's awesome. I didn't know you're playing fantasy. If you want some fantasy advice, we do fantasy shows every Tuesday, and we give dang good advice too. I could show my records to prove it. But I'm in 3 leagues.
I can't, man. I don't follow what I say on this show, and it's hurting me. I should really follow what we say.
We give other people a chance. That's why in the waiver wire we give them a chance, and it bites us at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, okay, let's get into some Monday Night Football. It's Monday today. We are live. We got the Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Man, you know who dat? Who dat nation?
Who dat?
Who dat?
Ugh.
Okay,
All right.
so it's going to be an ugly game, just like the Sunday night game. It's going to be raining, windy, a little disgusting. So we're going to see a lot of running. I think Kamara's coming out of his shell. I think he's going to show up and he'd be like, "Hey, I'm back. You know what's?" And I'm going to kill it today. So, Reed, I know you like to go first.
All
So
right.
go ahead, sir.
Okay, so I don't think my picture's the best, but I think it's a funny one if you can understand it. But I got the Aints winning.
Who that? Who that?
Who dat
There,
nation?
Who
there
that?
you go. Yep.
Some W's?
Yeah, there's some W's right there. 21-17. I got the Aints.
got
I
the
just don't think the Seattle without Russell Wilson can win the game, unfortunately.
Oof.
Wow.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead,
I'll
Vince,
go,
because
I'll go
I could
second.
I
I'll
could
go
guess.
second because everybody knows mine. I mean. But anyways, I think since it's going to be a rainy game, I do think Kamara's going to go off. But I also think that our running backs can do some damage as well. And right now, since we don't have Russell Wilson, Geno Smith is a good little dunk down type of running back. He can run a little bit. He just needs to hold on to the dang ball. But anyways, I got the Seahawks winning 27-24. I don't know if you can see the
There's
Saints score.
color
Okay,
in
you
there.
gotta stop. You gotta stop using yellow,
Bro.
man.
Hey, bro. It's okay because their score doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. Seahawks are winning. I have it 27-24. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a ground and pound game with a couple of hopefully pass interference calls on the Saints.
Jeez.
But anyways, yeah, I think we can pull it off. I think Gino's got what it takes. He's been good the past game and a quarter. He just has that one turnover every time at the end of the game that kind of hurts us. So hopefully he's learned from those mistakes. He's a good tenured guy. We'll see what happens. Who's gonna watch the game on Thursday? I got 20 on the cards. Oh, I
It's gonna
can't
be a
bet.
good game. That's gonna be a good game, and I don't like to bet on division games. I mean, same division as the Niners. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm rooting for the Packers.
Hmm.
I really am. If they could get past that defense, I mean, honestly, that's not what I'm worried about. Honestly, what I'm worried about is the Packers defense. If they
Oh
could
yeah.
withhold the Cards offense, if they could withhold the Cards offense, Packers got that game.
Our defense, I feel good about them, but also bad about them. I mean, we had Heineke run for I think 60 or 70 yards on us, and we're about to face Kyler Murray, so that's a little scary. But I mean, I think we can. We had some really good red zone stops, some really good turnovers. So we'll see what happens. But our defense has looked pretty well. Even though 3 injuries.
Kyler Murray's fumbled the ball, I think, like 4 or 5 times this season. So he's not.
We created a lot of fumbles. We just didn't capitalize on them.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If you guys can capitalize on those fumbles, since you guys are pretty good at that, I think you could change the tides a little bit, but it's going to take a lot. Everything's got to go right for y'all, in my opinion, right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Everything.
I know.
Especially Devontae Adams not playing.
Yeah.
But going back to Monday Night Football, did you have something else to add, Reed?
And if we were healthy, I feel very confident about winning the game. But since we're not healthy in a lot of key positions, I am worried. But I do believe.
I can relate.
Always believe.
Okay, so for tonight, everyone can relate. Almost everyone, except for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I can relate, but I'm 6-1. Feeling good.
I really hope you lose now.
Oh, yeah? I know you don't.
Okay, Greg Lopez, yo, tying up. Hey, what's up? We're just talking about the Titans. We
Greg?
think they're serious now. But, hey, Greg, appreciate you. Hope you're subscribed to YouTube. We're going to do a huge giveaway soon once we hit 100 subscribers. But for tonight's game against the Saints and the Seattle Seahawks, I have Who Dat Nation The Saints right here. Look at that. I did all this
Dang,
just for
bro.
my man Mohamed Mugrabi. You know,
Is
I
that
got
Mo right there?
that is Mo. That is Mo.
24-20.
24-20. I think it's gonna be a close
Camaro.
game.
What's
Kamara
Camaro
with
getting?
97 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Only 97.
Only 97.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I got the Saints winning that game. So the majority is Saints. Vince has the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, I forgot to write my record. I'm 5-1, right?
Let me double check for you, my sir. Give me a second.
I've only lost one game. What week? We're in week 7.
Actually,
So yeah, I'm
tonight's
5-1.
Monday, right?
Yeah.
You're 4-2, buddy. Get it right.
What do you mean I'm 4-2?
Yeah,
4-2.
you've been wrong twice. I know that for sure.
Yeah, last week you were wrong, weren't you?
No.
Yes, you were.
Last week it was the Bills and no, it was the Bills and Titans. Ah, yes, I had Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
4-2.
I'm pretty sure I have like 3
We
losses.
we all lost that time, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm 3-3. Reed's 4-2. Age's 4-2.
I'm 4-2.
Yeah, you are.
Good. Cool. I'll take
Well,
it.
anyways, guys, thank you all so much. Remember, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Share it with your friends. Huge giveaway once we hit 100 subscribers. But until next time, you guys, we'll see you guys on the fantasy waiver wire tomorrow. But until then, guys, keep on grinding.